Here's to my final posting in year 3 of med school, Paediatrics. I remember when I was gonna start third year of med school, two of the postings that I dreaded going for are ONG and PIDS. But ONG turned out to be a blast, and it turned out to be my favorite clinical posting so far in year 3, closely followed by surgery, but that was fully online. I was thinking, if I'm bad when it comes to interacting with children, how am I gonna survive this posting? The green light of this year, it turned out to be an online posting. The downside, however, I didn't have any clinical exposure, and it's not something that I can run away from since I'm bound to repeat this posting in year 5 and I can't exactly choose who to treat in the future, right? That defies the purpose of studying medicine and to become a medical doctor. As per my previous postings, the duration of this posting was 3 weeks long, and it was fully online. We didn't have any clinical exposure, we didn't have any bedside teachings. Of course, we had CBDs or case-based discussions, and the classes would be from 10:30 and up till 12, and from 2 and up till 4. So depending, sometimes the classes would be a bit shorter, but most of the time it was 2 hours long. So before the posting began, we were given a long list from which we can choose the topics. So we had to present the case-based discussion, and per presentation we had to have 2 presenters. So we all chose our topic. We all knew what we were going to talk about before the session started. Besides that, we had to actually formulate our own case. So it wasn't like in surgery where the cases were actually formulated and given to us by our lecturer and we had to solve it and answer the question. But over here, we had to formulate the whole thing. While we are presenting the history, we had to come up with the differential diagnosis, the possibilities, what could the indication be. Basically just discuss the whole thing from the history itself, not like all the way till the end and then come up with a diagnosis. So we had to have the history, we had to put the physical examination, and by history I mean like the complete history, complete physical examination, obviously in words, and then the laboratory investigations and the differential diagnosis, and also the diagnosis, and then the therapy. We had one formative assessment, and we were given one CBD, and we just did it on our own, and it was in the system. We just did it, send it in, and after that we had a discussion about it, but the marks weren't counted. For our end posting exam, we had 3 CBDs, and initially the lecturer set the CBDs whereby one CBD was 25 minutes, and you had to complete that first and proceed with the next, and for another 25 minutes, and then the next one for 25 minutes. But then somebody wrote a petition to actually increase the duration from 25 minutes to 2 hours, and it got through, and that was really good actually, because considering some people they don't have proper internet connectivity, or suddenly on that day their internet will go down. So that was very good, and we had the whole thing for 2 hours. And if you're like me, I take my sweet time to answer, and although it was an open book, I just like to take my sweet time to answer some questions. Now what happened was, they set all 3 questions for 2 hours long, but they didn't put them together. Like in PCM, dermatology, you could actually go back to the previous question, edit, and then go on to the next one, and then when you're done, you send that whole thing in. It's like one file. But over here they put 3 separate files. So what they wanted was, like, once you answer them and once you hand it in, you can't edit anything. There's only one attempt, and then you go to the next file. So yeah. Good morning, guys. The weather is so nice. I know it looks really bright, but that's because the lights are on. Actually outside it's raining heavily now, and it's been raining since I woke up, and the weather is so cool and so nice. So Today is the last day of, no, okay, not the last day actually. Today is my pediatrics exam and posting exam, and that's my last posting for my online classes and also for my year 3. So after this, I'm done with year 3. Year 3 gone, bye bye. Yeah, but honestly, I'm a little bit worried and a little bit scared because I dislike pediatrics the most. I mean the pediatrics posting. I don't know how is it if I were to go through it clinically. Maybe I would dislike it even more, or maybe I would like it. Maybe I would feel a little bit better about it. I'm not sure. But yeah, I just want to get this through. Hopefully I will pass because I really don't want to repeat after this. So yeah, on my bed, and I pretty much do my studying and almost everything except eating. Yeah, so I love to study on my bed. I've got my tiny table here, and I've got my laptop and my iPad and my water and my tea nearby. Now it's around 8:40 and my exam starts at 9, and it's from 9 till 11. And that's the good thing about online studies. Even though you're not really prepared, or if you're prepared, you can still refer. Not sure about other postings. Yeah. So it turns out there are 3 SAQs, 3 cases, and they set it like for one question you can answer for 2 hours. So the time limit is 2 hours, which is good because some people, they have some internet connectivity problem, and initially they wanted to do like 25 minutes per question, and that's not enough. It's 9 a.m. I'm gonna start off with the first SAQ. So I still have 13 minutes left, but I think I'm gonna send it in now. I opened all 3 SAQs at once. Turns out I can, so after I finished, I didn't send it in. And now I'm a bit worried, what if I send in and there's a glitch and it all crashes? Oh my god, so I'm gonna send it in now. And just like that, I'm done with year 3. Of course, we found a loophole. Well, at least I did. And I didn't hand everything in. I hand them all in together a few minutes before the time actually ended. Yeah, I didn't like do one by one and hand it in, proceed to the next one. I did all 3 of them, opened all 3, edit here, edit there, edit here, edit there, and just hand it in. This posting was led by knowledgeable, experienced, dedicated lecturers who have had decades of experience in this field, in this specialty. However, it's not their fault, it's my fault. I feel like this posting just failed to spark my interest in pediatrics, and I don't know, maybe it's not for me. I still think that it's a posting that I dislike, and maybe I will feel different once I've actually gone to the hospital and clerk and perform the physical examination, like have hands-on clinical exposure in pediatrics. So I don't know, for me as of now, this is one of the posting that I've disliked this year so far. And I know I shouldn't have that mentality, because how am I gonna go through in year 5 and also during my housemanship? It's not like I can, choose what I have to go through it. But it's okay. I'll be okay, I think. I think it'll be okay. So yeah, I'm just really glad and thankful that I passed this posting. I mean, even though it was, just online exam, so I can enjoy my holidays in peace. What's left of my year 3 before my year 4 begins, my year 4 in med school, and I'm honestly looking forward to it. We will actually be going back to campus, not campus actually, we will be practicing in Hospital Kuala Lumpur, and my year for med school will commence on October 12th. So I'm looking forward to it, and yeah, I think it's gonna be one interesting year. So that's it, guys. Take care. Bye.